Hey guys, it's Saru, and wow, this video was one that's taken some time to get out there, but it's here. Okay. Yeah. My review on Genshin Impact's PS4 beta. Now, before I get into it, I want to state that due to my time off in July, I didn't really get to experience the full game, or, well, I mean, the full beta at least. So I didn't get to really experience it in its full glory due to time constraints. But I got a pretty good gist of it on how to give you my impressions. So with that out of the way, let's get right into it. The game was fun. No, but really, before I get into it, I want to say that I didn't do any research at all, or any work on the history of this game whatsoever, only that it came from the same creators that created Honkai Impact 3rd, and that's it. That's really just it. So bear with me and don't drag me on social media for not knowing too much on it. Like, I knew some bare minimum information. I didn't watch any gameplay videos or anything, so bear with me. Now, you start off the game fighting this long-haired hoe goddess which the name escapes me at this point, but there is kind of an anime-like sequence and voice acting, which was honestly amazing. I was invested. Hell, I would watch a whole anime series for this game. So eventually you lose your sister and you're like, no, my sister, and then you meet a nice tiny woman called Paimon, which I assure you is not a food or Pokemon according to slight research, though the official Genshin Impact Discord would have you believe otherwise. Damn you, Kenobi. Now you learn your skills and combos and the normal tutorial ways of life when it comes to any game really. The one thing I noticed was that there was basically no customization of characters, or really class selections of any sorts, which I later learned was that each character that you get in the game, either through normal play or through the Gacha system, yes, there is a cash shop system that relies on Gacha, or loot boxes, in order to get characters or gear, and each character has different elements which you'll need to fight specific monsters in the game. The cool thing though is, as you level up and do things, you do get enough coins to actually get some free loot boxes, so I guess, I don't know, it kind of works out, I guess. Now, for example, you'll need to use a fire-based character to fight a leafy boy. The cool thing I noticed was that the interaction of the elements in the game, for example, if I use my character fighting a water-type monster, and me being a wind user, it creates kind of an icy windstorm of sorts and freezes things. So I found that to be rather unique and interesting. You don't really see that too much. Graphically, the game looked gorgeous. I found myself exploring, mostly to be honest, rather than doing the endless amount of quests that I found was in the game, just to level up my adventure level. Which is another thing. You can level up your characters individually, so let's say one character is level 20, one character is level 10, but it's not equal to your adventure level, so you could be level 2, while these characters are level 20. But you need your adventure level in order to unlock certain things in the game, such as co-op. But anyways, yeah, it was pretty damn good looking. I learned quickly that you have a stamina bar, which depletes upon running, jumping, parkouring, climbing, or swimming. I died a few times swimming because I ran out of stamina. Yep, you will die if you're swimming and you have no stamina, which is something. Or if you're parkouring and climbing stuff and you run out of stamina, you'll fall all the way down. The game ran okay for me, but I did notice a lot of FPS loss and optimization issues due to how massive the world is and how much is going on. It kind of killed the immersion for me personally, but it's already known and I have seen the dev team that is already looking into it and fixing these issues for the PS4. It seems that it's just PS4 related, which is probably why they had another closed beta for the PS4 and not for the rest of the other platforms. I found the flying feature in the game with the wind glider to be rather fun. Kind of felt like a reference to me for Zelda games or something, but that was just me. Honestly, it felt like a fun RPG with lots of environments to check out. The combat was interesting. The action-esque combat that it has with choices to switch out characters mid-fight in order to get some combos down. Now, it's not like Final Fantasy where it slows down and you choose another character. No, you just, in the middle of the fight you do it. But it's practically a solo game. Now, in good old-fashioned Saru, you guys know that I'm a multiplayer player. Yes. Or love the MMORPG genre, or online multiplayer games, or co-op games, whatever the case. That's what I cover, at least on this channel and on my website. However, this game only really offers up to 4 people as a team, if I remember correctly, if and when you get to a certain adventure level. Again, this does take ages. So for the better half of a very long quest line, you'll find yourself alone playing a single-player RPG. Even then, this is not an MMORPG, and I've seen a lot of people that have mentioned that it is. It's not. Anyone that thinks that is quite mistaken. In fact, and this is just my opinion, I feel that the game has online features only to stop players from not being able to cheat in the game in order to get ahead. For example, to get free items through hacking or through cracking your game on mobile phones or whatever. I feel like that's the only reason why. I don't think a lot was thought of when it came to online play and really was just added there as a preventative measure, but that's just my opinion. I could be totally off base. Like, I'm partnered with them and I'm still giving you my opinion. I'm not going to just say, hey, it's a great game. There are some flaws that I feel like could be better, but yeah. So there's no PvP, thank God, because I feel like that could be pretty bad. As I said, players could easily outweigh other players with money spent on cash shop. So you could get the best weapons or the best characters. Well, it's all RNG either way, or luck, but either way you could. It's really only PvE, which is fun and fun, but limiting dungeons aren't really that long or anything. There's no guilds or clans or clubs, which sucks, but I have seen specks of interest from the dev team to create this, but really I have doubts that actually happen. And there's no social hub. So no meeting up with players or whatever the case, kind of like Vindictus or Dauntless or Monster Hunter World. In reality, this is mostly a single player adventure RPG with some online capabilities, which is basically just co-op. With that out of the way though, the game is really pretty, it runs nicely, even with the FPS loss on the PS4 and the server issues from time to time. The voice acting is top notch, and you can choose other type of languages supported, so not just English if you don't want to, even though the dub is pretty damn good. The action and overall fun aspect is there, and those that are fans of open world games with lots of questing and a unique storyline will probably be super into this game, I think. Personally, I'm not liking how mobile games are really getting into the console world, bringing in more of a gacha system that we already have to deal with microtransactions up the wazoo and loot boxes, but I mean, I'm not the only one who feels this way. Even the Game Awards meme this.
And the Game Award goes to, oh man, I have to pay a microtransaction to unlock. That's so stupid that this has to, hold on, I got this, guys, here we go.
The community of the game is fantastic and super genuine. I had a fun time interacting with them, though I kind of disappeared all of July for reasons in my previous videos. But the people that I met there were really nice, they were really genuine, and they were all very helpful. I kind of forgot to mention this, but the awesome thing that I kind of noticed in being one of the characters, for example, is if you shoot with, let's say, a fire arrow, it will keep going and going and going, and if you shoot it in the air, you'll just notice, you could see it go into the distance, and you can actually hit a monster. It's pretty insane as most games will just stop the arrow halfway, or it disperses or something, so tiny details like that really makes the game unique. Amber, for example, is especially useful when needing to cook, as you kind of require a fire element based character to start up a stove. Throughout the game, you'll find gear, artifacts, talents, and other things that you can add to your characters in order to buff them up even more and giving them set bonuses and such, which is basically like most RPGs. But honestly, the game is great. It feels familiar, but it doesn't at the same time, if that makes sense. I think if you're going into this game with expectations of online multiplayer or something more MMO-esque, then it might not be for you. However, I mean, the game will be free to play, and it's going to release before October on mobile and PC, whereas PS4 doesn't have a set date just yet, so I don't know, try it for yourselves, I guess. For me, I think the game is fun, it's very pretty, and I think it'll do definitely well for the niche that it's going for, but I don't know if that will be enough to satiate most players. But like I said, it'll be free to play, so why not? If you're watching this right now, did you play the Genshin Impact beta? What did you think of it? Let me know in the comments below and we'll chat about it. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe and click that adorable f***ing bell to know when I upload a brand new video. Want to support me even further? Join my Patreon at patreon.com/Sarumonin. And don't forget to come join my Discord if you want to chat and hang out. Much love, and as always, till next time, friends.